I was like, you know, you are the driver of your car, your life car. You are the driver. And if you choose to have a bad day, then you're going to have a bad day. Okay? But you need to go in with a positive attitude. You need to change things around for you if you want to have a good day. Because if you just walk around like, nah, nah, then that's what kind of day that you're going to be having. So my co-host Max will be here shortly. And yes, we are answering all of your questions. I do have my deck with me today. I have my dragon cards, which are, as some of you know, my ultimate favorite. So I'm going to get right in with my first caller of the morning. Hello, good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from? Hello? What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hi.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Can you speak a little louder? I can't hear you. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next caller. Hello, caller, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Nancy. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Good morning, Nancy. Caller, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, thank you for taking my call. This is Nancy. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hello, Nancy. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Are you hearing this feedback too, Nancy?
I'm sorry, am I what?
Are you hearing this feedback too?
Thank you for taking my call. You're kind of breaking up. You're kind of breaking in and out.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
I'm
am I
going to
what?
put you on pause for a moment.
Thank you for taking my call. You're kind of breaking up. You're kind of breaking in and out.
Okay, so we're having a bit of technical difficulties. Sorry about that. So let me just do this. Okay, let me just try one thing. Sorry about that. Okay, Nancy, can you hear me now?
Yes, and it's Nancia. I can
Oh,
hear you perfectly.
Nancia, I am so sorry about that. Good
Yes.
morning,
It's
Nancia.
okay.
Okay,
Good
so
morning.
how
Thank
can
you so
I
much
help
for
you?
taking my call. Just wondering, what do you see as far as work and finances, I guess, because they kind of go hand in hand, for me, and how quickly do you see work coming in? Because I'm going through a transition right now in my life as far as that.
Okay, alrighty. So let me shuffle up my cards here. Okay, so the card that I drew for you is the Earth and Air, which is a representation of balance. So your question was about what do I see for you in your work? Is it that are you trying to find new work or are you trying to stay where you
Yes.
presently are?
No, I just quit where I was at, and I'm trying to find new work.
And you're trying to find new work. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that something will most definitely come along for you in February Um, do you do something with phones or like customer service or something like that?
Actually, yeah, that's what I'm trying to transition into the human resource area. So,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So yes,
Hmm.
I definitely see something coming in for you in
Okay.
February. But the thing is that
Oh,
you need to be making sure that in the
mhm,
meantime, while you're looking for these jobs, that you
mhm.
it's it's like you know exactly what it is that you need to be looking for, but you're kind of looking in other places at the same time. So the whole grounding thing where that's coming up is that you need to stay grounded. You need to
Okay.
stay focused. Okay, don't just
Okay.
go willy
Okay.
nilly. Let me just apply to anything because I desperately need a job right now. Which yes, you do need a job,
Okay.
but stay
Yes.
within the area that you are looking. Don't just go, oh, well, this looks interesting. Let me go try this out.
Okay, because that's funny. That's what I've been doing. So, okay, I will do that. Thank you.
Yes, no problem, no problem. And then, if you have any further questions, you can always go to bestpsychicsource.com where you can always find myself or Max or any other psychics to help you with any other questions that pop up. But you did have a second question. What was that?
Um, well, I was just saying, how does the company look? Do I seem like I'm going to be happy there? Because that's the issue I was having with my last company.
Oh, and you want to know that this next job you're going to be happier doing it.
Yeah, the energy in the last company was very negative, so I'm just hoping this is more of a positive.
Okay,
It's draining me.
it drained you. Okay, so
Yeah.
this next job is it going to be a bit more of a positive one? So I drew another card for you, um, and yes, this next position is going to be it's going to be one that you're going to have for quite a while, quite a while.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Uh,
Okay.
just make sure that when we're constantly, our thoughts become things and we're constantly manifesting things. And so just because
Okay.
the last job was not um, your ideal job, it gave you a paycheck, but
Hmm.
sometimes what is a paycheck really worth when, mentally we're being beaten down, which you were at your last job.
Hmm.
Uh, try not to hang on that, so to say. You've got to
Yes.
try to,
Okay.
you know, what is it that you really want and keep that in your
Hmm.
mind. Keep that vision in your mind because that's what you're attracting, that's what you're manifesting. So, don't
Awesome. Okay.
constantly walk around, oh, I'm so scared because the last job I had, this is what happened. I really too want you to carry with you
Hmm.
some aquamarine. Do you carry any stones with you?
I did rose quartz.
Okay.
I used to carry it around in my purse a lot. But I stopped. So should I start back?
So, yeah, rose quartz is a beautiful stone to carry with you. Rose quartz is about love and self care. One that I would definitely want for you to carry with you is either aqua aura or aquamarine. So that is a stone
Okay.
about communication and speaking your
Okay.
truth and saying what you need to say because sometimes you don't always say what needs to be said.
Yes. 'Cause I used to do that a lot in my last job, and then I kind of slowed down because it was always getting in trouble. So I stopped. I would be like the whistleblower there, and because I can't stand to see things, but I guess that goes with the HR mind frame. And so yeah, it used to get me in trouble a lot.
And so that was your last job. They didn't value you. They didn't value your opinion. They didn't listen to you as to what needed to be done. But this next job will. But because you had that bad experience, you're kind of nervous going into this job that it's going to happen all over again. So that is why I want you to wear either the aquamarine or the aqua aura and get it like a necklace so that it's close to that throat
Okay.
chakra to really help empower you.
Okay, wonderful. I will. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So February, okay? Keep an eye out in February,
Okay.
and yeah, things it'll be good. It'll be a good job for you, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, um, doing carrying stones is something that is very helpful for people. Stones carry energy. We all run off of vibrations, and stones carry energy to help with our vibration, to help us, move through situations that we need to move through. One of the stones that she was talking about was rose quartz. And rose quartz is a fabulous stone to carry on you for self love. Sometimes people are, we look at ourselves and we really bash ourselves. Oh, my teeth aren't perfect. My skin isn't perfect. This and that and the other thing. And so, what rose quartz does is it helps you to give more love that you need to yourself. Okay, so let's move on to our next caller. And oh, what's going on here? We are just having. There we go. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Keisha, calling from Georgia.
Oh, Keisha from Georgia. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Oh, Keisha, you do not sound fine. What's going on?
Oh, you know what? I just woke up and it's raining. I mean, the sky is falling out, and my body is not feeling good. My body is like dead right now. So,
You gotta
yeah,
wake
I
it
know I
up.
don't feel because the weather ain't feeling well.
Well, good morning, Keisha. So, how can I help you
Good
this morning?
morning. I was wondering, do you see me find a job soon?
Finding a job soon. Keisha, my friend Max just joined us. Good morning, Max.
Good morning.
Hey,
Um,
Matt.
Good morning.
so Keisha is
Good morning.
wondering if she will find a job soon. So, Keisha, let me pull a card for you. Okay, so we've got the dusty pink dragon from Andromeda, which tells us to prepare all your chakras and embodiment for a higher love. Um, so as far as that, in terms of will you find another job soon? You're not looking. You will find another job, okay? But you're not looking like our previous caller. You're not looking in the field that you should be looking in. You're just kind of at the point where you're just willy nilly trying to put yourself out there. Is that correct?
Right? Yes.
So I guess Michelle's question is, why are you doing that? Why aren't you finding a job? Why aren't you looking for a job that can pay your bills and not just keep you sustained? Because all of your jobs are just keeping you sustained. And then the pink dragon talks about moving to a higher vibration. So there's something that you need to do to put yourself in a higher vibration as far as money and paying your bills. You're not putting yourself where you
Mhm.
need to be. And a lot of that is your belief system about yourself and what you can do and what you don't want to do. Because education is the key here. So Michelle is saying that you are going to
Mhm.
find a job, but that job is not going to sustain you. You're not going to be where your heart really desires to be unless you improve your education. Now, will you improve your education? No, because sometimes we just don't want to take that extra step. We can think of everything under the sun that is more important, and then we ask God, because I hear you asking God when and why. Listen to your angels because they're telling you it's you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, in order for your life to change, you must change. And when I say change, not only your job, if I look around you in your little circle of life or where your spiritual body is, relationships, personal relationships, where you live, it all that has to change. It's not just your job, it's everything.
Mhm.
Your house is in a sort of, meaning your life, your circle is in a sort of like a tsunami. And even your ancestors are reaching out to you, trying to give you guidance, meaning past loved ones, and you're not listening. And you can't tell me that you're not getting hints and clues that you need to make changes. But you, like I say, a lot of people are part of this millennial children cycle. It's not just the kids. We want things to be brought
Mhm.
to us instead of for us going out to get them. And even if we go back to the Bible, because you are religious based from what I see in your circle and from your prayers, you're asking, God is sending, and you're not doing. So it reminds me of Jonah in the well, where you have to open the fish's mouth to get what you need, and you're not opening your mouth to speak your word. So you're going to have a job that is just menial. It's a job, okay? But there's other things that you need to
Okay.
do. You need to make some sacrifices. Do you understand what I mean?
Mhm.
Pay attention to your dreams because I see a motherly presence in your dreams trying to tell you the same thing. So the pink dragon is very powerful because it talks about the root, the heart, and your total vibration. So reach out to Michelle or bestpsychicsource.com and let her give you some pointers on how to raise your vibration so that you can go after stuff. You know, for where you want to be, you need to talk to someone who has conquered life, with businesses and change and
Mm.
stuff like that. So Michelle will give you her information, but please listen, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So for you, actually, how we were just talking about the rose quartz, I would most definitely recommend a nice big hunk of rose quartz in the heart of your house.
Okay.
The place, where everybody congregates, the place where you always find yourself. That is the heart of your
Mhm.
house, and it needs to be there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I will be
All
seeing
right.
you
Thank you.
over on
Uh huh.
bestpsychicsource.com, and you have yourself a fabulous Thursday.
All right. You do the
And we
same. Bye
will,
bye. God bless.
and for all of you guys out there listening for Best Psychic Source, you can still text to 267-214-0355. Now open, no spaces, and you can receive time with our readers. So our caller that just hung up, we're giving you $20 to hook up with Michelle. Leave her a message and let her know when you're going.
Max, I was watching some videos on YouTube, and there was this girl who she saw an ad for a online psychic reading. It wasn't ours, it was just in general.
Mm-hmm.
And so she decided to give it a try. It wasn't a video one, it was like a typing one.
Mm-hmm.
And her main goal, in the beginning, she starts off by saying that she doesn't believe them. She believes that you need to be face to face for somebody to give you a proper reading. And her main goal was to sort of say, prove that these people were not real. She her questions were, the person asked, "How are you?" And her reply was, "Well, you should know you're the psychic." And she goes, "Okay, well, I need an area in your life to look at." And her reply was, "My sex life." And so let me ask you this next. How do you deal with people, being that Best Psychic Source is an online campsite, but being open to the public like that, we open ourselves up for people to come in and judge our readers, so to say. How do you deal with interactions like that?
As gently as possible, because it's her time, okay, and her money. So I have to look at her and respond out of love and compassion. Only she, it's not that she doesn't believe in psychics. She's been hurt, her faith is shaken. She has a lot of stuff going on. So I have to respond to her because she's spending her money to prove that the world is against her. She's spending her money to prove that God doesn't exist or that faith doesn't exist or that readers can't give readings online. So she's spending her hard earned money to do these things. So I have to respond from a place of love to her and say, okay, let's talk about your sex life. Mm. I have to respond to her and say, okay, let's talk about your faith. Because the same way she feels about me as a psychic is the way she feels about the men she lays with, or occasionally women. You know, so I have to respond to her from a place of love. Now that's me. Some psychics will go toe to toe with you with your anger. Just because psychics and spiritualists and mediums are holistic and metaphysical does not mean that we are all vibrating at a level where we need to be. One time I got on Facebook and a very dear friend of mine was in a verbal dispute with another company. And I jumped into that dispute and I said to my friend, hey, this isn't right. We need to fix this. My friend said, hey, you're right. He said, I'm a spiritualist and people look to me for guidance, but I'm still working on myself. I said, I get it. There's no judgment. Just fix this argument. So all psychics, we're not all, at the same vibration of where we need to be. So even as a psychic medium, seer, witch, or whatever, we still need to work on ourselves and have compassion so that we can vibrate at our highest energy. So when people come to me that are pushy, who want what they want, who don't care about what I need or feel, okay, especially when I'm not working in my everyday life, I have to respond to them in compassion. I have to be very compassionate with them and respond to them in a way that's extra loving. And I would say this to you guys, if you're using your money to get a reading or to get anything done, no, or to get anything done, you know.
Okay, so let's move on to the next caller. Alrighty. Good morning, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Tony. I'm calling from Texas.
Ooh, can you talk a little bit louder? We can't hear you.
Yes, my name is Tony, and I'm calling from Texas.
Good morning, Tony.
Tony, turn your volume down so you're just on the call, okay?
Is it better?
So how can we help you, Tony?
Yeah, I was calling to see what you could tell me as far as love life or
okay, Tony.
either my love life or my work.
Tony's calling about love life and work. So Tony, I drew a card for you for your love life. And this is the golden orange dragon. So we know that the orange has to deal with your sacral chakra, which is your sex chakra, the one that's right above the root. And it is talking about, to me, it is talking about you need to, okay, you need to, number one, change your views in relationships. Okay, you really, you're not necessarily needy, but yeah, you're kind of needy. Okay, and you think that
Mm-hmm.
just because of the way that you treat people, people need to be treating you the same way, and it doesn't happen that way. You need to read the book by Don Miguel Ruiz, The Mastery of Love, because you need to learn that everybody views things differently. And just because of the way that you view things doesn't mean that everybody views them the
Mm-hmm.
same.
So you are hurt
Makes
from a
sense.
relationship right now, correct?
I'm sorry? No, I'm not.
Okay. So if it's not right now, then it's your past relationship because you are not ready for a relationship right now. Can we agree to that?
I actually, I am.
I'm sorry.
I am. I
She
haven't
is.
been in a relationship for about 2 years.
What did she say?
So yes,
Okay.
I am ready.
I can't really understand you, so let's backtrack. Right now, you want a relationship, correct?
I would like to be in a relationship.
Okay. But do you believe within your soul that you're ready for a relationship?
Definitely.
Okay. I'm going to go against that and I'm going to say you're not ready for a relationship. You haven't cleared up your old relationships, and your relationships are resembling the same. As far as your soul is concerned, your soul is broken by relationships, and you act out when they don't happen the way that you believe that they will. You are a hopeless romantic. You're in love with being in love, and I understand how that is, but you're choosing people to be in relationships who are not physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially ready to be with you in a relationship, and you're not financially and mentally ready to be in a relationship. And I say this because you are in this little girl syndrome. So I would have to go back and deal with what occurred with you and your father and how you see relationships. But there is a lot of stuff going on here. As Michelle said, your second and your third chakra are the things that need help. But as we pass the second and third chakra and we go to your heart chakra is broken and out of balance. Third chakra, not in balance, speaking words in your relationships. You are in this submissive victim stage in the relationships with people, not only in a personal with your male counterpart, but even in your life with people in general. The thing that comes up strong is your second and third chakra because sometimes having sex before a relationship is established or before what direction you know that it's going in, not going after your own creativity and becoming something that someone else wants and not yourself, and not having passion. So, although this dragon comes up, this dragon speaks to us your root chakra, prematurely having sex with people or having sex with the wrong people, and your second chakra comes up because the interactions and everything and your passion is not involved here. And the third chakra comes up because it definitely needs to be clear that energy is very murky. So please reach out to one of us on Best Psychic Source. Again, we are going to give you some free money,
Mm-hmm.
but before you start a relationship, I can tell you right now what's coming up is your first, second, and third chakra and some help with men. Michelle asked you to read The Mastery of Love. I hope you do, because in your mind you believe that it's not you, it's them, but it is you. It is you and your relationship or how you see men and how you deal with them. Relationships cannot be made off of sex and the little girl mentality. You have to become a woman and handle things correctly. Because if I asked you why you wanted a
Mm-hmm.
relationship, it would not be for your highest, greatest good. First, learn how to
Okay.
take care of yourself. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does that make sense, caller?
It does. It does. It really does. So
Good.
I just have to be patient then.
You need to do some work, more than patience. You need to work on yourself. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, we're offering
Mm-hmm.
our help on bestpsychicsource.com. But if you really want a relationship towards September of this year, you should get the work done, do the work. So that's your choice. You're gonna meet somebody in September. If you're not
Mm-hmm.
ready, it's not gonna work. Next call.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Okay.
much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. On to the next caller. And good morning, caller. What is your name? Oh, nope, they must have hung up. Okay, next one. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm calling from Canada.
Good morning. I missed your first name. Can you speak a little louder?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. I've been seeing this man named Chris since October. He and I also saw each other in 2016. And I'm just wondering if you see things continuing with him and us, if things getting more consistent and or a commitment at some point in the future.
I mean, there is going to be commitment at some point in the future, but it's not going to be any near future. And so you really need to ask yourself, how fast do you want this to go if you want it to go any faster? But he's just kind of he's comfortable. He's just kind of comfortable and happy where things are right now. And was he married previously or
No, not at all.
no? Okay.
He lived with someone.
Just because I see that there was a relationship, and I would have thought it was a marriage because it was a really close one. That he just
Hasn't repaired from it.
yeah, he's just wanting to take things slow because he just wants to make sure for himself that this is the right one, so to say.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Do you see him and I continuing to see each other then?
Oh yeah. Would you say so, Max?
Well, this is the issue. When they dated before, he had commitment issues. She's further along than he is in the relationship. She's trying to decide if she wants to stay with him or move on. Am I correct, caller?
No, I'm gonna stay with him. I'm not
But
trying to
are
decide
you
whether to move on. I'm
contemplating?
just wondering if you
Are you
see that he will
contemplating?
want
Are you
to
contemplating
continue to
if it's
do.
worth it? But that is my question. Is that contemplation of is it worth it the question? Because I see.
No,
Okay.
that's not the question. No, that's not my question at all. It's not whether it's worth it because I care for him and I plan to be patient and waiting. I'm just wondering whether he, if you see him continuing to want to see me. That's basically my question.
Yes, he's going to want to see you, but your relationship is taking the form of the way that it did when you guys previously dated. And your issue, even though you're saying your issue is, are we going to end up in the same place that we were before? And you will feel that way because you're not talking and saying what you want or asking the questions. You're getting advice, probably from your friends, or just let things move smoothly, but you need to open your mouth and say, what direction are we going in? What are we doing here? Because right now, you guys have, it seems more physical than a relationship. And in your mind, you're wondering if it's going to be something a little bit more concrete, is the question. And right now, you guys are friends with benefits. Okay? So, yes, you're going to be patient, but you're wondering if your patience is going to pay off or you're going to get hurt. Now, whether you want to admit to that or not, that's okay. But I'm going to say to you, if you conduct this relationship like you did before, you're not going to be happy. You need to open your mouth and say how you're feeling and ask what direction you're going into. You're leaving everything up to him, and that's going to be a problem. Okay?
Yes, I guess I don't know. Sometimes if I'm afraid. I guess I'm afraid of scaring them away.
And that's my point. I
So,
told that is my whole thing. And I said to you in the beginning, I said, are you wondering what direction or this is going to go into or where he stands and all this? And if you scare a person away by asking him, what are we doing? Then that person isn't meant for you. And you're sharing your body, your precious body with this person. And you're scared to ask him if he's seeing or being or wanting to just be with you, and that's going to scare him away. Or think about what you're doing and saying. If I ask someone to love only me and be with me, or just hang out with me, and if that scares him away, see you, Felicia. Goodbye. You're running this relationship the same way you did it before, walking on pins and needles. Stop listening to your friends because they are not giving you the best advice. Cut them off. Please talk to this man and make sure that you're only topping each other and see if you have some sort of foundation. You just can't be having all this anxiety and fear and waiting for him to make the next move or not. You're wondering if he's going to drop off the mat again. Sorry. Go ahead. Next caller.
Does that, okay, do you understand?
yes, is that what you're sensing, or is it
Oh, that's what I
advice you're
know
giving me, or is that what you're
100%.
sensing with regard?
That's what
Sorry?
I sense, and that's what I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Open your mouth.
Do you see it? Do you see it going into something more serious down the road?
If you open your mouth, yes. Or if you continue on the way that you're going right now, no. So keep doing things the way you're doing them, no. Open your mouth, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay. And let's move on to the next caller. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Katie. I'm calling from New York.
Good morning, Cave. And what is your question?
Okay, I really, really, really want to move, right? And I'm thinking about moving to another state, to North Carolina. And I'm just wondering when that would happen, or maybe how it would happen. I want to move by the summertime. I'm just wondering if it's going to take place.
Okay. So okay. So yes, your move is going to happen. I drew the rainbow dragon, which talks about brings leaps of joy that opens doors. But to me, number one thing that I'm hearing is that you need to investigate things a little bit more before you move out there.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been there.
Funny?
Because I have dreams and I'm intuitive, but I had a dream a while ago that told me don't move there because it's dangerous, and I don't know why I felt that way.
In North Dakota?
No, North Carolina.
Oh, in North Carolina.
It's in her personal life.
What is
the danger? The danger is her personal life in the area.
I don't know, because I used to live in Atlanta, and I know they do a lot of burglaries there, but I've never been to North Carolina. But I want to move there. But for some reason, in the dream, I got the message, don't move there because it's dangerous.
So, okay, then you just really need to investigate more about the location that you're going to move to. A whole state is not dangerous. Locations that you're moving to can be dangerous. And so the first thing that you need to do before you move, I am being told, is find the job. Okay, don't just move down there. You gotta find the job. And so when you find the job, your job location, then you start looking at areas around your job location.
So, caller, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With your intuitive gift, do you feel that sometimes you lean to the fear side of it more so than the light side of it?
No, not necessarily. Like, even though I had the dream months ago, I have no idea why. I don't believe it. I think I could still go there.
Think about when you're reading or contemplating for others, or reading or contemplating for others in their life. Think there's something in your third eye that's a little off. And I want you to think about that. And it involves relationships with people and stuff like that. Okay? Somehow you believe that you need to always be cautious or this is going to happen because you have a lot of fear. Do you feel or understand that?
Yeah, I think I've had a lot of drama with people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So your fear is not, your third eye is a little bit off um, because you have fear-based energy residing there. So I want you to start meditating. Like Michelle said, your issues are not it being dangerous or someone hurting you. In your dream, it wasn't about being robbed, it was about being hurt. And in a physical way, in a relationship way, your issues are core issues that reside in your second and third chakra. You need to find employment that is suitable. You need to live in a place that is above suitable, better than what you do now for yourself. It shows that this is a dream, but the dream will manifest in about October if that's what you choose. Your biggest thing is your third eye, okay? Releasing old fear and trauma and dealing with your PTSD and your slight anger issues. Those need to be dealt with. You'll be perfectly fine if you choose to move, but you will not be moving until October, somewhere over the rainbow. It's fall time we're talking. You can do it, you'll be perfectly fine. But a job, getting a job, you need to save money. You're always living by the seat of your pants or skirts in your case. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, part of what I want to move is because I kind of want to get away from my family, but it's like I don't necessarily have to move out of town, but I prefer to because I just want to focus on me. But I get what you're saying, but I do need a job.
Yes, you can focus on yourself by staying where you are. You just need to clear up your spiritual energy. Okay? If you don't deal with the issues that you have with your family, your third eye is going to be off. You need some help with that. We're going to give you, at the end of the show, we're going to give everybody some money to help them on their journey, but you need some help. Okay?
And I would
thank you.
definitely recommend. I am reading Judgment Detox by Gabrielle Bernstein. And for anybody that is a spiritual person that gives readings and does, work, I highly recommend it for anybody because it is such a great book to force you to look at your fears, how we judge not just other people, but we're judging ourselves based on the fears that we have, and it's a wonderful book. So I highly recommend that you read that book.
Okay. So hopefully
thank you
we'll
both.
see you on
Thank
that
you.
psychic source. Take advantage of the free offer, but again, don't move until you get yourself together. Next caller.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm just listening. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'll put you back up there. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. This is Julia from Florida.
Julia, how can we help you this morning, Julia?
Well, I'm wondering about love, about finding that, heart and soul connection.
So you are looking to find a partner, but a forever partner, not just any partner. And you are holding
Yes.
out until it happens, aren't you?
Yes, I think so.
But Julia, I think that you have, in the process of finding that partner, you have become quite picky about this partner, are you not?
I don't think I'm super picky, but I've definitely, through life experiences,
Right. You need
narrowed
to,
down the field of it.
Julia,
you know.
what Michelle is saying is you need to leave your life experiences behind. You had something to do with those life experiences in your relationship house. You are being picky based on your past, but no two people are the same. If when you're meeting people or interacting with people, this pickiness from the past comes up, it just simply means that people are touching old wounds, things that you haven't healed. So your wounds are not life experience. Some of those wounds you caused yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying, Julia?
Yes.
In a couple of months, you're going to meet a man and you're going to brush him under the carpet because of your past experience. You have to learn how to love openly and freely. You have an issue with your vulnerability. You don't want to be vulnerable because you've been hurt in the past. So you want someone, but you want them to prove and climb up this big hill, this big, strong mountain to prove to Julia that they're the one for you. And Julia doesn't want to prove that she's the one for them. You don't want people to see who you are. You don't want to be vulnerable. So when Michelle says you're picky, she means your past is going to dominate or destroy your future. You're going to meet someone nice. Right now, you're going through the dating game. Please jump into the dating game long, hard, and strong. Okay? But
Okay.
we love everyone. We go out with everyone. We tell people who we are. To be vulnerable means to show a person who Julia is so Julia can see who they are. Everybody running for the fence is not for Julia. Everybody staying and panting is. Leave your past behind you. You need a relationship coach or someone that's going to heal you from your past hurts. You need to talk about them and write them down. You are not the guru of relationships because of your past. You need to fix and heal those wounds, open them up, cure them, and keep moving. Because when you get to this gentleman that's in your, or this person that's in your future, please be ready. Okay? Because right now, dating and going out with people and stop looking for stuff, to point them to the door is what's going to hurt you. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes. Okay.
So cut it out. If you want to be happy, you want to find your forever, you can do that this year. I can promise that to you. But the stuff that you're doing needs to go. Bullshit. Cut it out. All right?
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you for calling, Julia. So,
All right. Thank you so much.
Max, how can people get a free reading with you and me?
I was going to say, just me by myself?
No, and me too.
I can't do it alone. You can go to bestpsychicsource.com, and if you text to 267-214-0355 and text noun open, no spaces, no anything, just noun open, text to that number, and you'll receive $20. But just by registering on Best Psychic Source, if you go to Best Psychic Source and you just register, you'll receive $5 or $10. I'm not sure if it's 5 or 10. So there's two ways that you can receive money to get to me and Michelle, but there are a whole lot of other psychics there waiting to give you a reading. And just be advised that sometimes Michelle and I are to the point and we will validate and talk with you back and forth to let you know that we are going deeper But if you want what you want, there are things that you need to do. So we will help you heal your blocks and go deeper. So that's how you can get a free session with us. But if you want to do deeper inner work with us, come back, set an appointment, and we'll go deeper. And we promise.
So you can always catch Max and myself available on Best Psychic Source. Max is on during the day, I am on during the evenings, or come to Blog Talk Radio, and we are live every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. Or go to Facebook, Best Psychic Source, and Max and I are Facebook Live on Mondays at 5, and Max interviews on Wednesday some of the different psychics that we have on Best Psychic Source.
And now they can even find us on YouTube.
Yep,
correct?
that's where we're going right after this.
So now you can find us on YouTube. And in the future, the near future, like next week, we will be doing podcasts. We'll figure it out. Well, are we going to change it from blog talk to something?
So yeah, you can find us. You can find us everywhere. So if you didn't get a chance to call in, you can find us online. You can find us on Facebook, and you can find us on YouTube. So we are going to switch over to YouTube actually right now. So thank you guys for tuning into Blog Talk. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can stay right there. And
Are we answering questions on Facebook today too?
yes, we'll do it. Okay.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Our busy beavers today.
Okay. So now we are live on Facebook or YouTube and Facebook. We're live all over the place.
So we'd like to send out a thank you and a welcome to our YouTube audience and our Facebook audience and the Blog Talk audience. Thank you guys for joining us today. As I said on Facebook, there are 3 ways to reach us. On Thursdays, Blog Talk, Facebook, or our YouTube station. So thank you for joining us. So we are pulling cards today. If you have or would like a card, please share, like our page, Best Psychic Source Facebook, or register on bestpsychicsource.com because we are live and present in so many different areas.
And so on YouTube, if you love what you are watching, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us the thumbs up at the bottom of the video. And if you would like a question answered, then type it in the comments below. And we are answering questions while we are live. But while we are waiting, we will answer some questions that we have here on Facebook. Okay, so we have Barbara Lindsay who says, this one kind of cracks me up, so I'm really excited to read this question. She says, I just found out that my ex broke up his friend and his girlfriend. So now he is seeing my friend's girlfriend.
Now, I want to say, how does that affect Barbara? But that's okay, because I can see Barbara likes a lot of drama and she likes to fix and help people, so that's okay. But what I can say is that, for the relationship that was broken up because of another person, it may not seem like it's for the highest, greatest good of everyone, but it is. If another person can come into a relationship, whether it be a marriage or anything, and break it up, then there are some things that we need to look at, and
you know what we need to look at? We need to look at our own life, Barbara. Do not worry about what's going on with your exes, okay? The song that kind of is playing in my mind is, that country song, all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee, because he don't care what his exes do, and neither should you, Barbara.
So basically, as Fairy is advising, let go of other people's drama and focus on yourself. And even though you didn't ask a question, Barb, I will say, if I look at yourself, you're like a hedgehog on a spinning wheel, just going round and round. around. What are you developing for yourself, young one? What are your own life goals and aspirations? Get back to us.
Okay, so we have a Lynette White who says, "Will I ever will I ever have peace?" So, Lynette, when I first started this program, I was talking about how I was talking with my nephew, and I was telling him that he is the driver of his own life car. The way that he views life is the road that he's going to drive down. So if you're in this constant state of, oh, I can't be happy, nothing wants me to be happy, da, 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 you're going to continue down that road and down that path. You have to turn the wheel and change it. So if you want peace in your life, you can get peace in your life. You can have it. Just change the way that you think, change the way that you view things.
Or
Not
define
everybody's against
peace.
you.
Well, in this particular case, she hasn't defined what peace means to her. And peace to her means letting go of some old, outdated behavior, friends, and connections, and the turmoil that is within her mind. Are you currently seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist? And I ask that for a reason because there needs to be some help with some past outdated things. And I'm not saying that you're crazy. I'm just saying that where you are, you need a little bit of deeper help. The fact that you need to handle the rage within yourself.
Ooh, the rage within herself. Ooh, that sounds
It is true. So it's just some things that need to be dealt with that will help you. So please get back to us and let us
But,
know where you
well,
are.
I'm gonna draw a card for you, Lynette. I just really feel, oh, how interesting. So I got the fire and water dragon, and it says enable your life to flow with the loving force. Driving the car, huh? Time to turn the wheel, Lynette. It is time to change the way that you look at things. She says thank you.
You're welcome, love bug. Again, guys, if you need us, Michelle and I and a lot of other lovely psychics can be found on Best Psychic Source. If you'd like to try it for free, because free is always good, you would have to text to 267-214-0355, now open, and you get the chance to sit with us for free, cam to cam, so you can see our lovely faces. Yay!
Okay, so I have a Jamie Pfeiffer, and she says, when will I get my rainbow baby? Boy or girl? I keep having miscarriages.
Yes, it's because your poor body is tired. You are going to have your rainbow baby, and it is going to be a boy. Okay, so we're going to congratulate you ahead of time. You have to take a holistic approach to your eating habits and your body. Your body isn't able to breathe the way that it should. And I see you getting your regular doctor's appointment because there was something about oxygen. You know, some of us meditate and some of us breathe. Your body's not getting enough oxygen. You can barely sustain yourself, let's alone another person. Please change your eating habits so that it's more of a green way. I'm not trying to change you to be vegan or herbalist or anything, but if you are looking to have a child at this time, please go see a holistic practitioner. Reach out to get some Reiki done. We can give you some suggestions. Michelle can do distance Reiki for you. But your body does need Reiki, and so that everything can drop and fall the way that it needs to. Reiki, acupuncture, changing your eating habits. I have you pregnant November, December. Please follow the advice that's being given, and you will have what you need. Okay?
Okay, so
And it is a boy.
boys are awesome. I have two of them. Okay, so we have Neva Faith Phoenix, who says, I'm almost 30. Will I have a baby? Two men in my life. Which do I choose or neither? Should I start reading again? Woo, woo, is dramatic.
Neva, I'm going to give you some surface stuff, but I am going to say I would like to stick with you for a reading. So I'm going to be as surface as I can without us having to fight on camera, okay? Because I don't want us to fight. Neva, neither one of those men have made a commitment to you. So I should hope that you're not trying to have a baby with either one of them. And I know that you're 29, but you need commitment first, and your life is not in a place where you can sustain having a baby on your own. But if you have a child with one of those gentlemen, you're not going to be happy, okay? And I hate to take it, but the thing that comes to my mind is the Bible says when a man chooses, neither one of those men have chosen you. They chose to be in your bed, but they haven't chose you as their lifelong partner. Think about that, please. Let me know how you feel about it. We have to fight on air, we have to fight on air.
So I felt drawn to pull a card for you, and you got the orange gold dragon, which opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. So this card is talking about. You had asked if you should be doing readings. Yes, you should be doing readings, but there are things within your life that you most definitely need better direction, more clarity. So you need to stop playing games, um, and and if you're going to do your readings, you really need to step into that light. You need to step into that.
Yes. So what Michelle is telling you in the very nicest way possible is you are very gifted and you can do readings. Yes. Hands down, girl. You can do it. But your lifestyle, you're going to be off focus. I told a young lady a few minutes ago, her third eye was off focus because of fear, anger, and trust. You're going to be like a lot of women who are going to come to you for help in their relationships. That's where you are centered in your heart chakra. But Michelle's trying to tell you, fix your life, clear it up, walk in a way that is enlightening. Other people are looking towards you for help. How can you help another if you're leaning to the side in your life? Do something better. Straighten it up. Get rid of some people. Two people.
Okay, so we have one more question, and then we are going to skedaddle for today. But have no fear, we are back on Best Psychic Source Facebook Live Mondays at 5 o'clock.
So join us Monday at 5 o'clock. And if we didn't get to you, please go to bestpsychicsource.com and we will get to you there. So please register. There's so many awesome things going on and being given away. It's bestpsychicsource.com.
Okay, last question. Charlotte Baldwin. Is this shift in positions in employment a blessing or an obstacle? I feel being pulled in two different directions. Self-employment or continue the corporate ladder with self-employment on the side. So I feel that if you made the jump into self-employment, you would just be back on the corporate ladder. So I would stay on the corporate ladder most definitely for this year and do the self-employment on the side to help build yourself a little bit more because you need to be building it. You're not building it, you're just kind of, because it's on the side, you're just kind of letting it um, flow. Okay, you're just kind of like, oh, whatever comes in, comes in. I'm not gonna, because you have the corporate ladder that you're still playing with. So you're definitely gonna keep the corporate ladder because you need that money, but push your side business, your side hustle a little bit more. How do you feel about that?
I believe that right now she's working against herself
Mm-hmm.
because she can only be at one place at a time. That's just her.
Mhm.
Okay. I would encourage her to do her personal business and build it like the corporate ladder because the corporate ladder isn't what you guys are thinking it is. I think that she should do, as you say, her side hustle or her private business is what she should be focusing on. She's focusing on the so-called corporate ladder that is not a corporate ladder as I see it. It's going to work against her. But that's just me.
But I think that if she made the jump,
I think her biggest issue is saving money.
mm-hmm,
That
mm-hmm.
is the issue. She needs to invest herself so that she is where she needs to be financially.
So, welcome to Thursday. It is 1:11 today, 1:11:18, and I hope that everybody has a fabulous Thursday. Hey, let's draw a card for everybody for the weekend.
Okay, so let's draw a weekend card.
Weekend card. Okay, I got my card.
Ah, well, I have two cards came out, so I must be the big party weekend girl with two cards.
Oh boy. Isn't this weekend the new moon? I believe that this weekend is the new moon, and the new moon is in Capricorn. So what cards did you get?
I have the black dragon from Saturn and the magenta dragon. Okay.
Okay. Black and magenta. So you're on the dark side.
I am, unfortunately, I am always on the dark side, and I will say this. It's funny because my dragon, I have the dark dragon in magenta, which is the pink dragon. Okay, so this tells me um, something. So for everyone's weekend, it is not about being on the dark side. You don't get to be Darth Vader this weekend. Okay, but you don't have to be like a sweet and sour candy. But this is about understanding your darkness and shedding light and love on it and taking the time during this time to go within. This moon, especially on the 13th this weekend, um, we are asked to look at Saturn. This is where this moon will help us within our second and third chakra on the 13th. And we're asked to go within and look at our creativity, our sexuality, our commitments to others, and to other things. So this weekend, please look at your life as a whole and see what darkness is blocking you from reaching your future.
So my dragon that I got is the Emerald Dragon. The dragon brings healing and cosmic abundance, which is actually, yes. So, with the new moon in Capricorn, it talks about business flowing again. And that is where the cosmic abundance comes from. It is talking, so many people right now are, um, when am I getting a job? Where am I getting money? Da, 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 da. And so, starting this weekend, we're going to be getting a shift, and things are going to slow. Some people fast, some people slow, but they're going to start getting better. Change the way we think, love ourselves, and things are going to flow much smoother. Okay?
That sounds awesome.
Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in, and have a wonderful weekend. And we're off. And we're done. We can't do
Lock up.
and YouTube at the same time because with the sound, I don't know if maybe it's just because it's on one computer, but when I was doing it, like the sound, I'd have to, you know how I mute it so that I can't hear anything
The
from
echo.
Yeah, but I can't mute it when I'm on Blog Talk because it mutes the caller, and it would create the echo on YouTube, so I couldn't hear anything over there. So I can't do YouTube and Blog Talk.
So we can do Facebook and YouTube, right?
We can do Facebook and YouTube, yeah. So if you want your Mondays
To be Facebook and YouTube.
we can do that. The
And then
thing is that because we get hit with so many questions, we have to figure out how to divide.
well, let me ask you this.